And yes, no, I don't have any pity for the j6ers and everything that they were complaining about, because when I got put in jail, it was because of some hackers in my fucking YouTube trying to manipulate me for weeks at a time, almost a month, almost full month, because I had gone over there like 3 times and approached them about what they were saying, 3 different weeks or something like that. So it's pretty much a month that they were infiltrated my fucking internet connection and doing all kinds of fuck shit, because I'm pretty sure they blasted me with EMF. They probably drugged me, all kinds of shit. And then they probably did the same thing when I was in jail also. So the j6ers get to go through that? Do they get to get tortured with EMF weapons and drugged and done rituals on? Yeah, I still remember that too. The feet ritual. That shit was fucking weird. And where you wrote all kinds of things on the wall and a flow chart. I still remember all that too. Yeah. And I still remember a lot of stuff. And I bet the j6ers didn't go through where they shoved them in the hole and started yelling about something that they asked for answers to, and that they had a lot of like hurt and anger and just confusion about, and then they start screaming about something that you had asked for answers about, never seeing you face to face, just screaming it just randomly into the fucking hallway or whatever was out there, about Tim, after they had just like did this whole thing where they pretended like I was gonna meet up with Tim, and that we were just missing each other and stuff, and that the reason that I had never heard from Tim was because my mail was over there at my parents' house in a safe or something like that, like over and over and over again, right? It was like my 4th time that I had approached them, asking them to tell me the truth and to repent for what they've done. So if you're telling me you're trying to still convince me that it's still my parents, then that church ain't gonna fucking save their ass. That church ain't gonna fucking save their ass. If they've done that much evil, then that church ain't gonna fucking save your ass, because you're supposed to repent and do better or come clean. But, I don't think it was them. I don't think it was ever them. I think it's all Timmy. It's always been Timmy. It's always been Timmy and the people around Timmy. It's always been that. And then when you throw somebody else into the situation, all of a sudden they just join the evil too. They just join in with the evil too. And do the same kind of fucking bullshit that Timmy does. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So yeah, I don't feel bad for the j6ers. They probably didn't go through half the shit that I went through in jail. And then when you finally get pulled out of the hole, because okay, you've been told that you needed to see the shrink. You've been requesting your lawyer's number over and over and over. Your lawyer, court-appointed attorney, your court-appointed attorney, asking for that person over and over and over and over again. Oh, you need to see the shrink to get out of here first. So then you start asking for the shrink, and then they make up shit about the shrink being held hostage and shit. I still remember that, and I still remember actually seeing the shrink, and she was on a screen on a computer, so I don't know how the fuck she was held hostage in the jail by a inmate. That's what they told me. I don't think that they experienced any of this kind of shit. And then when they pulled me out and put me in the pod, immediately I was told, oh, just be quiet all day until everybody wakes up and all this stuff. And then this loudmouth bitch shows up, a few weeks later and runs her goddamn fucking yapper 24/7, and all of a sudden the rules don't apply to her. That's why I watched so many movies in jail too, because I had to keep the headphones in my ears to keep from going fucking insane. I bet your j6ers didn't get to experience any of that. They probably got put on programs where they could work too, which you can't do when you're in a jail that's not meant for women. They probably didn't ever see their cellmates ask for pads and just bleed all over themselves, or try to avoid bleeding on themselves for 18 hours at a time. They probably didn't request fingernail clippers and never get them the whole 3 weeks that they were asking for them until their toenails got ingrown. They probably didn't experience any of that. Boys actually get free haircuts too, I'm pretty sure, in the jail too, but they don't do that for girls either. Just all this shit, dude. I bet they didn't have to experience all they complained about constantly were the food and being thrown into fucking solitary. Well, I was thrown into solitary after they told me that I wasn't getting out, basically, and that I was homeless because I wasn't allowed to go back to my home because I had a temporary restraining order or something. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's a normal human reaction. And then the shit started. The shit show started. Tell me why I could hear Portland Andy's voice outside there too after the, well, I don't know if that was before or after. I don't know. But y'all are fucking weirdos. You're all fucking con men. Is that your best friend? Is that your best friend? Portland Andy? Is that your best friend? Is that your best friend? Is that your best friend? Huh? Is that your best friend? Portland Andy? Is that why he was in Vegas the same time as my parents? That shit was a little weird too. You know, they say detectives aren't allowed to believe in coincidence. So that was a little weird. I didn't even know where my parents were going until they got back. And then I was like, hey, what was that? Look who was there. You people are fucking weirdos.